Aquarius gives Leo spirituality, more self-awareness, more altruism, more of a generous heart. And it's not that Leo isn't generous, it's that they're very wrapped up in themselves and their looks and their world. And Aquarius is very wrapped up in the world and the community and the world problems. So when you put those two together, it can be a powerful force to really create pivotal change in the world, because both of these people, once they set their minds on something, especially if it's about justice and social justice, there's no moving them. They can make enough noise to actually create a huge change in the world. But when they're not involved, all Aquarius can do is judge Leo for being superficial, which, hello, how were you when you were a 14-year-old and like boys were just starting to like you? How did you act when you were 13 years old and you had crushes and boys were finally returning like all this attention that you were giving them? Like finally a boy liked you back and wrote you a note and told you how beautiful you are for the first time. How are you at that age? That's Leo. They're like that till they die. So that's really what it's about. It's about using your sister sign to expand, to grow. So when sister signs date, there's a 50-50% chance of success in those relationships, because generally it's really a matter of how evolved of these two people. Because when they're not evolved, they see each other as competition. And instead of joining together to compete against the world, to push their agenda forward, right? They tear each other down. And they nitpick, which is not constructive, of course. So let me read some of the comments that you guys wrote. I vibe with Leo. I like their energy. Leo is fantastic. Then we are the best mentality. Absolutely. Are Leos overrated? No, I think Leos are as great as the universe made them to be, as being ruled by the sun. Someone wants to know about Leo and Aries, an excellent match. Generally, fire signs match perfectly with other fire signs. Ms. Janvier said, my mom is 63 and folks are astonished by how young and good she looks. They think we are sisters. That's cute. Yeah, it's a beautiful feeling. I chuckle because I get that with my mom too. People think my mom and I are sisters sometimes. It's funny. Yeah, Leo's a youthful teenager. They'll be a youthful teenager till the day that they die. So them being vain and self-involved is part of being a Leo. So don't judge them for who they are. But if you want to make them better, more conscientious, more aware of the collective, you can do that. But you can do that with love. You can do that without criticizing the essence of who they are. Assuming Leo isn't like a full-blown narcissist, Leo is supposed to have impeccable confidence. Leo is supposed to feel good in their skin. Leo is supposed to hold court and take space. That is exactly who they were made to be. They carry a lot of power. Leo can literally change the world. Think Halle Berry. Has there ever been another one like her? No one has ever gotten the level of recognition that she's gotten in her field until her. I know she was hoping other women were going to follow in her footsteps, and nobody has so far. So Jamie said they're a Libra and they're married a Leo for 9 years. How are you still together with the Leo, Jamie? I'm curious. And thank you, Jamie, for being number 12 on my team. And thank you, Miss Janvier, number 12 as well. And thank you, Roberta G, for being number 14 on my team. Leos always act young. They always act younger. In fact, all the fire signs are act younger. There's a level of immaturity that comes with being a fire sign. I'm a Sagittarius and I know I have it too. It just comes with the territory, because fire signs are almost, and it's not really about it's not about wisdom, because Sagittarius is an old soul and they're very wise. But it's like there's a childlike energy to fire. And that's why when it's at the masculine, it gets really, really bad because, there can be a lot of recklessness that comes with it, with like no sense of self awareness and no accountability, almost like feeling self righteous about being destructive, which is, again, not why fire signs were sent to Earth. Yeah, some zodiac signs are just childish. Childish, not like in the sense of like can't pay bills, can't hold down a job, but childish in the sense that their hearts are always youthful. Like, in the Bible when Jesus says, let the children come to me. And, I'm not like particularly saying that anything and everything in the Bible is correct. I'm just using this as an example. He said, and he says like the children are closer to the kingdom of God, is what Jesus says. What he was talking about there is the fact that children have faith, children have joy, children have blind optimism, children trust the world, they trust the universe. They don't take anything seriously. Even when they get upset, they get over things very quickly. They don't hold grudges for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. And above all, they play. They play a lot. They like to have a good time. And what I've noticed, you know, in my experience as a healer is that when people are able to, oh, thank you, Roberta G, for my cat. It's very sweet. When people are able to hold on to their child energy, they are more creative. They laugh a lot. They have a lot of fun. They don't mind making a fool of themselves. They don't mind being cringe, as long as they're having a good time, because they understand that this life is so short and there's no reason to stress about all of it, all these things, because ultimately what will be will be. So fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and and Aries, we get that. So we're always having a good time. I already know I'm gonna be like this like 70-year-old that's like dancing on the internet. I already know this. I know this about myself already. Because I am a child at heart. Even though I am wise and I am responsible, I'm still a child at heart, and I will always be a child at heart because I'm a Sagittarius. So Leo is always going to be who Leo is. So if you want to love Leo as an Aquarian, accept them for who they are. Don't try to make them as serious as you. Don't try to judge them for not being as depressed as you about the state of the world. Just take them as they are. And if you want to teach them some things that can enhance the depth of their connection to the world, the depth of their compassion for humanity, and the depth of like their collective impact, because Leo has that force. The sun is so bright and so strong. Like it's so strong that we can't even get close to it without burning to our depth. Literally. Oh, thank you. That was really cool for my gift. That's how powerful the sun is. And that's who's the Leo, the ruler of Leo. And Leo's the only zodiac sign that's ruled by the sun. The only. They're a special breed, and that's why a lot of people are jealous of them, and a lot of people don't understand them and don't even try either. They just think Leo's shallow, Leo's selfish, Leo's self-involved, and that's it. And there's so many more layers to them than that. So if you want to love them, love them. And if you want to teach them as an Aquarian, teach them. But please don't do so in a condescending manner, because they have a lot of pride. And they're just not going to allow you to humiliate them and embarrass them and play with their self-esteem so that you can teach them a lesson. They don't have any tolerance for that kind of behavior because they really love themselves. So that's really my main takeaway about an Aquarius and Leo companionship. Thank you. That was a wonderful question. Who has the next question? Oh, okay, Roberta said, all my sisters are Leos and I'm very confident because of them. Fantastic. And that's the thing about Leo that I believe you guys like don't give them credit for. You guys are so stingy with the compliments when it comes to Leo and so heavy-handed with the criticism. That's what I've noticed. Stingy with the compliments, but so heavy-handed with the criticism. Out of all the zodiac signs, Leo is literally the only one, even out of all the fixed signs, who wants to see you win just as much as they do. The only one. When Leo is with you, when Leo loves you, they're not trying to diminish you so they feel stronger. When they're evolved, of course. In fact, an evolved Leo is so passionate about bigging you up and lifting you up and reminding you how much of a baddie you are and how special you are and how amazing you are. Like they're so addicted to that energy. Like they just want you to feel on top of the world because they feel on top of the world all the time. Because they wake up with the sun. They are the sun. What are you talking about? So Leo is the only one that's giving you all this energy. So a lot of times, some of you who struggle with low self-esteem, you'll meet Leo and Leo's pumping you up. And then you turn around and call Leo conceited. It's like, girl, you had no self-confidence till I came around. What you mean? I wake up every day and I pump myself up and I pump you up too. Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. You took all the pump up I gave you, right? Because your self-esteem was in the gutter when I met you. Remember when I used to compliment you and instead of saying like, thank you, I know, which is what Leo does when you tell Leo, oh my God, you're so hot. Leo doesn't go, oh, you think so? No. Leo doesn't go, oh, really? You think I look good? No. Leo goes, I know. They don't say it out loud, but they know. They go, I know. Thank you. Thank you. I know. I know. Thank you. Thank you for seeing a queen. Thank you for seeing a baddie. I'm glad your eyes work. Because hello, have you looked at me? Have you seen me? Hello? Something's wrong with you if you don't see it because it's right here. What are you missing? Do you need glasses? Is that what the issue is? You don't see this drip? You don't feel this vibe? You don't see this greatness? You don't recognize when greatness is in the room? You can't feel this star power that's oozing off of me? You can't smell that in the air when I enter the room? You don't see it? They know. So you're not telling them anything they don't already know. I mean, if they're well-mannered, they're not going to say all that, but I'm telling you, that's what they're thinking. Their thought is immediately, well, I'm glad you see reality the way it should be seen. And it does not matter if that Leo is a triple X or if that Leo is a size 0. It does not matter. Leo literally wakes up every day feeling like the baddest bitch in the room. And because she acts that way, the world goes, let me bow down to the baddest bitch in the room. Because it's an energy thing, it's a vibration thing. It's not about weight, it's not about body type, it's not about size, it's about energy. When you're aligned with divinity, when you know you come from God, you know you're amazing, you know you look good. Like, hello, how do you think I got here? How do you think I got to be here with the stars and the planets? Because I'm special. That's why. Because a higher power decided I needed to be created. So, honey, some people were made and some were created, honey. Okay? Created with all the details. Okay? Makeup or no makeup. Fancy clothes or no fancy clothes. Loads of money or poverty. Leo has always known they were that bitch. Since they were little. They've always known. So when you have enjoyed all these blessings that they poured upon you, give them some grace. Okay? Sometimes they go a little too far with the cockiness. let them pull it back a little. But for you to try to sit around and act like they're worthless is bullshit, because they're literally the only one that wants to pump you up so you can both sit on the throne. Because most of the other zodiac signs, some of them, number one, don't feel like it's their job to pump you up, Aquarius. Some of them, number two, like to keep you a little downtrodden and sad so they can manipulate you, Scorpio. Some of them, number three, just want to treat you like a possession so they can control your every move, because that's the only way they're going to feel secure in the relationship, Taurus. Those are the other fixed signs. And that's how the other fixed signs operate in love. But Leo is the only one that wakes up every day just wanting you to just be your best, like what we're working on. Are we going to the gym today? By the way, Leo zodiac sign is the most likely zodiac sign to have a gym membership. Random fun fact. Random fun fact about Leo is true, because Leo is into their appearance. Very much so. And they're going to be that way till they die. So Leo's like, what are we working on? Are you working on your body? I'm working on my body. Let's get a summer body going. Leo's trying to live their life. They're trying to have a good time. They're trying to feel good. They're trying to be joyful. They're not trying to be downtrodden and sad with you. For what? Someone said, I have a gym in my garage, Leo. I love it. That's Leo energy, though. So if you guys are going to come around the king and queens of the zodiac, and if you're gonna have the opportunity to be blessed with their presence, and if you're gonna come and eat at their table and take all of this good self-esteem they're serving you to help you feel as great as you're supposed to feel when you know how special you are, then put some respect on their name. Okay? Because I know they picked you up. I know they bigged you up. I know they were very generous towards you, because that's what Leo is. So just give that generosity back. And one thing about them is that is one thing they will insist upon. If you just come to take all their love and you don't know how to give it back, you're not going to last with them. Because fundamentally, at the end of the day, they know what they deserve, which is something few of you can actually say about yourselves. Fundamentally, they know what they deserve. So if you're not giving them the respect and the love they deserve, they're going to leave you exactly where they found you and move on to the next. On to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one. Yes. You know that song with Jay-Z and Swiss Beats? Yes. All fire signs are like that. You're not going to have a Leo, a Sagittarius, and an Aries and mistreat them. You're not. They will replace you with somebody better. Every single time. Every single time. These women always upgrade after the last breakup. Always. So if you're trying to keep these people in your life, romance-wise, yeah, you have to keep your childlike spirit. You have to like adventure. You have to have fun. You have to be interesting. You have to be passionate. You have to love life, appreciate life, enjoy life. And you have to bring good energy to the table. You can't just come in our house, take all of our good vibes, because that's what we give the world. We're the masters of good vibes over here on the fire sign side. We're always trying to pump you up, always trying to big you up. Aries does that. Nobody can motivate you like an Aries. Nobody can motivate you like an Aries. Aries does that fearlessly. They do it without words even, just their leadership and how they're boldly and bravely go for the things they want and how they make no apologies for who they are and don't give a fuck how you feel about it. Do you know how much courage that takes? That's the kind of courage most of you will never taste. Most of you will never know the joys The joy, the utter and sheer joy of living unapologetically and just feeling good in your skin simply because you exist. That's where it's at. Leo gets it, Aries gets it, and nobody can pump you with good energy like a Sagittarius. We're always out here looking on the bright side of life. Always and every day. That's who we are. And if you either have Sagittarius friends, tell the truth. These people are always complimenting you, lifting you up, giving you gifts, enjoying your company, encouraging you, uplifting you. Always. Even if, like, I couldn't even help myself if I wanted to. Even if I didn't want to be that person, I could not be that person. That's who I am. And this is the way I talk to you on this live. That's who I am in my regular life. This is how I talk to the people that I love when I'm trying to get them out of like the funk that they're in, like the horrible place that they found themselves in when they're in this low vibration of thinking they don't deserve nice things and they'll never have nice things. That's how I talk to them. Because I'm like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that at all. Because what are we made out of? What are we made out of? How did we get here? Where are we right now? We're literally on a rock spinning in space. And you're sitting here talking about, I got low self-esteem. What do you mean? You're literally a god and a goddess. Literally. You're among the stars. You made it. You arrived. You're the one sperm that made it out of millions. Are you kidding me? What do you mean you're not special? Nobody else has your DNA in this entire place. There's 8 billion of us, and all of us have a unique DNA code. That's amazing. God is a master designer, is what that means. And we were chosen. I was chosen for this ride. And you were chosen for this ride. And the other people didn't make it, and we made it. We made it. So hell yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it. What do you think I'm here for? Yes, I'm gonna have a good time. Hell yeah, I'm gonna laugh. Yes. All the things I want to do, yes, I will do it. I don't care how it looks. I don't care how old I am. I don't care. I will do it. I will do it. I will do it. Whatever's in my heart and my spirit, I will do it. So that's fire signs. All of us are like that. So you can't like want to come date fire signs. You can't want to come on our side to take all of that good energy and then think that we're going to be happy if you keep your vibration low. And if you don't work on yourself, if you don't have passions that you're pursuing, if you're lost, if you're negative, if you're wasting your life, oh, if you're just like no direction, downtrodden, depressed, today's this, tomorrow's that, all over the place and nowhere all at once, it's not going to work because we're always trying to elevate. We're always trying to see how much brighter that fire can burn. Always. Fire is about passion. Some of you don't know anything about passion. And maybe you've never felt passion. Passion is intoxicating. And that's what's burning through us at all times. Passion for life above all things. So we can't do lukewarm. We can't do, life is okay. I guess I'm alive. We can't have partners like that. We don't even want to associate with people like that in our friend circle. Because all that person is going to do is drain my energy. Because when I'm around them, my energy gets so low that I'm working overtime trying to fill them up so they can raise it back up so we could both be up. When it's up, then it's stuck. We're trying to get stuck. We're trying to get stuck. And y'all are just trying to drag us back down. And we just don't want to ride down with you. So that's the issue that I can see coming up with Leo and Aquarius. Back to them for a minute. Is because Aquarius doesn't mind being depressed about the world issues. Sometimes that depression is good motivation for them to get serious about social causes. But sometimes it's just depression for the sake of whining and complaining about a problem that they don't intend to do anything about. That's when things break apart. Because as a fire sign, I require that you bring good energy because I know what I bring. I know what I bring to you. And I know I go 100% with my energy for you. So if you can't reciprocate that, it's going to be a problem. Because eventually you're going to put my fire out. And when I have no fire, how do I live? How do I direct my life without passion? Let me read some of the comments. Someone said, best friends with a saggy. Someone said, please don't stop talking. Don't be a negative energy vampire because nobody's got time for that. Exactly. Nobody's got time for that mess. Aries is my favorite. Aries is amazing. Someone said, you're amazing and so wise. Oh, thank you so much. You got to run. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for saying that. Someone is a Sag. Oh, thank you, Miss Sousa. Sag in the house. Ms. Janvier said, this Aquarius appreciates the fires. Oh, thank you, Ebony, for my star snap. Sassy Mom said, my son is a Sagittarius, and even at 17, he's so wise. He's a philosopher for sure. All Aquarians are. Ms. Janvier said, someone told me I was the shit yesterday, and I said, I know. I say that all the time, but I say it with my eyes. I don't say it out loud. Some Sagittarius men are so mean. Yeah, a Sagittarius man that's not like funny and lighthearted is probably broken. Because we're supposed to be like funny, silly, lighthearted, like childlike. All of us fire signs. Wiz the Kid said crazy, but the necessary kind. Love y'all, fire signs. Yeah, we're a vibe. Light it up, y'all. I love the honesty of a Sagittarius. I truly admire the fact that you always know where you stand with them. Thank you for saying that. And that's one thing that I feel as a representative of the fire signs that we don't get enough credit for. A lot of you guys are wasting your life playing mind games with people who are supposed to be your friend, but you don't even know like how they really feel about you because they're like doing low-key shady things when you're around them. You know, like a fire sign is not the type that's just going to mull over that for a year. They're either going to call you out on it right away or there's going to be a confrontation of some sort. Like fire signs don't play any games when it comes to being direct and clear. If it's time to burn some shit down, we're fearless. We're always ready. Like you want to burn some things down, let's do it. Let's do it. I've got all the tools in my tank. I got the gas and everything. I got the stamina. Do believe me. Yes, I'm built for this. I'm built for passion. You just got to motivate me. That's it. Passion. Fire is all about the passion. Fire signs are all about their desires. That's how we know which direction to go. So don't ever try to come for our passions. Don't ever try to come for our desires. We do what we want. If anything, I think that's what most of you guys sometimes are mad about. You're mad about the fact that we actually do what we want and we don't give a fuck how you feel about it. Because we're not living for you, we're living for us. I mean, am I wrong? That's like, what do you guys think about what I just said? I'm not saying everybody on this live feels that way, but I think in general, that's what people resent about fire signs. We don't ask for permission. We don't ask for permission. We don't ask for validation. Yes, a lot of us are into performing and attention seeking in that way through performance. But at our core, we step out in that arena because we're comfortable with ourselves and we're confident with ourselves. And we're so confident with ourselves that when we step out there and we perform, we're ready to handle the boos the same way we're ready to handle the claps because our self-esteem can handle it. I'm never not going to wake up tomorrow and feel confident about myself. I'm a Sagittarius and I'm a stellium. Leo's not going to wake up and not feel confident about themselves. Yeah, we get knocked down like everybody else and we go through our dark times and sometimes we cry ourselves to sleep because life is harsh sometimes. But you know what? We're not going to live over there. Just give us a little bit of time. We'll find our way back to joy.
For additional astrology information, feel free to follow our YouTube account at Intuitive Healing with an N. There you will find Astrology 101 information. You can also follow our YouTube channel at Styled Under for Astrology and Love. And lastly, Astrology Weekly for your weekly horoscope. Feel free to subscribe to all of our astrology channels. You can also shop our healing crystals and sustainable fashion accessories at styledunder.com. Don't forget to join our manifestation group on Patreon at Intuitive Healing. Thanks for watching.